Hello, my dears, my 10th graders. Welcome again to this lesson. In this lesson, we will continue our grammar worksheet 3, which is about passive voice. Now, previously, we introduced passive voice 1, passive voice 2. In passive voice 1, we introduced the first 4 tenses, how to change them from active to passive. Then in passive voice 2, we continued the other tenses for passive, how to change them also from active to passive. Now, in this lesson, we will introduce something related to passive, but this time we will introduce how to change a sentence from active to passive that has two objects, not one, two objects. So, follow up with me, please. So we are on grammar worksheet 3. This is passive voice 3. Again, we continue here in this lesson about passive and everything that we still have for passive, as I said before. We are on passive voice with two objects. So you have a sentence, okay? And the sentence, like always, it has a subject, then verb, then object. But this time we have two objects. Okay. How do you know that this sentence has two objects? It's from the verb. So, الفعل يأخذ مفعولين. It's not one object, it's two objects. What are the verbs that you can see and they take two objects? Number one, like you see in front of you, verbs like give, offer, send, tell. It means that a verb that can take two objects like give يعطي شيء لشخص, offer يعرض أو يقدم شيء لشخص, send يرسل شيء لشخص. So we have two objects. Now, the two objects, they can be or they should be a thing and a person. Now, the thing is the direct object and the person is the indirect object. Okay, المفعولين واحد منهم رح يكون شيء والتاني رح يكون شخص. الآن الشيء we call it direct object, مفعول به مباشر. أما الشخص فهو indirect object, مفعول به غير مباشر. Example, they gave Tom a present. Now, they subject gave the verb and here it is past simple ماضي بسيط verb to. So then we have Tom and a present. Now we have two objects. Now Tom indirect هو غير مباشر لأنه الشخص. A present direct object المباشر وهو الشيء. So الشيء بيكون مباشر والشخص بيكون غير مباشر. So we have two objects. واحد منهم indirect وهو الشخص. تاني هو direct وهو الشيء. Okay. Now, how to change them into passive? Now, we have two ways. Because we have two objects, so we have two ways to change them from active to passive. So نستطيع عمل المبني للمجهول من هذه الأفعال بطريقتين. واحد, we bring Tom اللي هو indirect object. We change the verb from active to passive. عادي نطبق قواعد الباسيف اللي أخدتيها. gave هو verb 2 فبياخد was were with verb 3. هلا Tom is singular so was with verb 3 from gave it's given. Then we add the direct object وهو a present. فالقاعدة هون إنه we start with نبدأ ب indirect then we change the verb حسب القواعد عادي then we add the direct object. way number 2 الطريقة الثانية اللي هي العكس. We bring the direct object هو الشيء then we change the verb عادي a present was given then we add the preposition حرف الجر to أو for before what? Before the indirect object. So الطريقة الثانية إنه إحنا بنجيب الدايركت اللي هو a present اللي هو الشيء then we change the verb بنغير الفعل حسب القواعد then we add to أو for. ليش؟ in order to put the indirect object هو المفعول به الغير مباشر. فصارت عندي a present was given to Tom. This is way number 2. الطريقة الأولى Tom was given a present. الطريقة الثانية a present was given to Tom. Now, the note that you have here, when the direct object of the active verb becomes the subject of the passive verb, we must use to or for before the indirect object. هذا اللي حكيناه إنه when you bring the direct والمفعول به المباشر اللي هو الشيء لما بدك تعمليه على الطريقة الثانية خلينا نقول then you change the verb. now بدك تجيبي مين indirect قبل ما تجيبيه لأنه شخص بحط قبله to أو for. like examples اللي عندك هون تحت active I sent them a postcard. بدي أجيب a postcard اللي هي إني أنا بدي أجيب الدايركت على الطريقة الثانية. a postcard sent verb to فإذا was were verb 3 was sent. هلا them ما بصير أقول a postcard was sent them لازم أضيف to أو for قبل للشخص فقط فبتصير a postcard was sent to them. Example number 2 they bought him a record. now you bring a record أحلها أنا على الطريقة الثانية بجيب الشيء then بالضبط الفعل bought was أو were bought لأنه record مفرد was bought. now him عشانه شخص رح نحط قبله for أو to. example طبعا this is an example as you can see we gave the police the information. now we subject gave the verb برضو هون إجا past simple. the police هو الدايركت ولا الانdirect. now the person الشخص دايما بيكون indirect object. the information الشيء اللي أنا عطيته إياه حكيت له إياه عرضته أخبرته به هذا بيكون الdirect object. now you have two ways حلين. You bring the police إذا أنا على الطريقة الأولى معناها بدي أجيب الشخص اللي هو the police. change the verb بغير الverb حسب القواعد was أو were مع verb 3 هنا اعتبرنا police إنها جمع بالتالي were given then you add what the direct object وهو the information. الطريقة الثانية you bring the thing بنجيب الشيء اللي هو مين الدايركت object the information نعتبرها دائما uncountable noun وهي singular. so was verb 3 من gave هي given then the police قبل the police شو بحط to أو for زي ما قلنا قبل. فعندك طريقتين. الطريقة الأولى the police were given the information. الطريقة الثانية إذا بدي أجيب الشيء the information was given to the police. Now here you have other verbs which can have two objects are الأفعال بتاخد مفعولين غير give وغير tell. عندك ask you have offer pay refuse send show teach tell. These verbs you can see them in the sentence. when you see them you should know that you have two objects بالتالي you have two ways to change them to passive. Okay, now my dears, I have this exercise to you to change these sentences into passive. Change the following sentences with two objects into passive. Use both ways. Both ways, which is to bring the indirect, then finish with the direct, or to bring the direct, then finish with the indirect. Now, number 1. And showed them the church. Here you have and subject, showed verb, and here it is verb 2, past simple. Then you have them and have the church. Now, notice here that you have two objects. Them, it's the indirect, الشخص هو indirect. The church وهو الشيء هو direct object. Now, notice here, when you have the indirect object وهو المفعول به الغير مباشر وهو الشخص it is like an object pronoun يأتي على شكل ضمير مفعول به. when you put it at the beginning of the passive sentence you should change it into subject pronoun من غيره لضمير فاعل. so them راح تصير they. for example us راح تصير we. him he. for her she. okay. now and showed them the church. if we want to start with the church اللي هو الشيء بنقول the church showed verb 2 إذن was were with verb 3. the church was shown verb 3 from show. now we have them. قلنا لما بدي أضيف indirect وهو الشخص بنضيف قبله to أو for لأنه بس للشخص to them لإلهم. way number 2 أنا بدي أجيب them ما بصير أقول them. no sentence start with them. it should be they. so them رح نحولها ل they من ضمير مفعول لضمير فاعل. they Okay, showed was aware with shown. They were shown what؟ راح ننزل الدايركت اللي هو the church by an at the end. So the answer is the church was shown to them by an. way number 2 they were shown the church by an. من وين اجت they؟ هي them. them لما بدها تنزل subject راح تصير they. number 2 someone will give us a new notebook. someone subject, will give is the verb. We have us and we have a new notebook. Now if we want to start with a new notebook وهو الدايركت object المفعول به المباشر. a new notebook بظبط الفعل فيها will تنزل will. ناخد be أكيد مع will. verb 3 من give given. so a new notebook will be given. هلا بدنا ننزل us لأنه someone ما دخلها هي subject to us. okay now way number 2 اللي هي to bring the indirect object وهو الشخص اللي هو هون us. ما بصير ينزل us بيتحول ل we. فقلنا them بتصير they, us بتصير we. now we will be given راح أضيف اللي هو اللي ضل عندي a new notebook. we don't have to say by someone because also it's unknown. so a new notebook will be given to us or we will be given a notebook. both of them are passive sentences. number 3 they have offered me a promotion. again they subject, have offered verb هون present perfect. me a promotion two objects. me هو المفعول به الغير مباشر لأنه الشخص. a promotion هو الشيء فهو direct object اللي هو المفعول به المباشر. بدنا نبدأ بأي واحد فيهم. if I want to start with a promotion now هندي have offered راح تصير has. ليش has؟ لأنه promotion singular. so has been offered. been عشان تتحول ل passive. has been offered to me. نضيف قلنا ال indirect. now بدي أبلش بمي. ما ببلشها بمي because me هو مفعول به ضمير مفعول فراح أحولها لضمير فاعل حتصير I. إذا them تنزل they, us تنزل we, me بتنزل I. so I إيش؟ I have been offered a promotion. so a promotion has been offered to me or I have been offered a promotion. number 4 they are taking her some flowers. they subject, are taking verb present continuous طبعا. her some flowers. her هي الشخص المفعول به ال indirect و some flowers الشيء المفعول به الدايركت المباشر. راح نبلش ب some flowers. so some flowers are taking بتصير is أو are أو am مع being مع verb 3. flowers plural so are being taken to her. to her لأنه قلنا لما أجيب الانdirect رح أضيف قبله to. هلا بدي أبلش بالperson اللي هو بالمفعول به اللي هو الشخص. هنا her رح تنزل she. قلنا ما بصير أنزلها ضمير مفعول تنزل ضمير فاعل. she أكيد is من are لأنها مفرد is being taken some flowers. so some flowers are being taken to her or she is being taken some flowers. Now, my dears, I have to you this exercise for passive change from active to passive but with mixed tenses. أزمنة مختلفة أو more than one tense. Transform the sentences from active voice to passive voice. number 1 Peter bought this house. أكيد we bring the O. هنا one O. احنا بس بنحل two objects لما يكون عندي verb take two objects. this house أكيد bought verb 2 رح أخذ was و were with verb 3 by Peter. so this house was bought by Peter. Mary will make the coffee. أكيد رح تصير the coffee will be made by Mary. number 3 my friends are repairing the car. we bring the car is being repaired by my friends. number 4 most students speak English in this class English is spoken in this class. And the last one, Mom gave me a watch for my birthday. Here we have two objects because you have the verb gave. عندك me هو المفعول به الغير مباشر because it is the person الشخص. watch اللي هي الشيء الساعة هي direct object. فطريقتين هي a watch was given to me for my birthday or I من وين اللي هي من me راح تصير I was given a watch for my birthday. Exercise that I have to you are the following sentences, active or passive. Now, how to know that this sentence is active or it's passive? From the form of the verb. If it has one of verbs to be plus verb 3, this is passive sentence. If it is like verb 1, verb 2, present continuous, past continuous, present perfect, past perfect, or will future, it is active. Let's start with number 1. I ate a piece of chocolate cake. So ate here, we don't have verbs to be nor verb 3. So it's active, of course, past simple. The librarian read the book to the students. So read here, verb 2, so it's active. The money was stolen. Here we have verb to be with verb 3, so it is passive. They are paid on Fridays, so are with verb 3, so it is passive sentence. Number 5, the movie is being made. Here we have is with being with verb 3 and being مع verb 3, so it's passive. I washed my car 3 weeks ago, so washed معنى verb to be ولا verb 3, it's verb 2, so it's active. His hair was cut. Here we have was with verb 3. طبعا cut verb 3 because we have was before it, so it's passive. I will introduce, will plus verb 1, so it is active. It will be fixed. لما ضفنا be مع verb 3 صارت passive. And the last one, the national song is being sung by Jason this time. And the is مع being مع sung verb 3 من sing, so it is passive sentence. And so, my dears, finally we finished the grammar of passive voice. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Very easy, but you should study well. Passive voice 1, 2, and 3. Good luck. See you soon. Bye-bye.